The most virtuous are those who content themselves with being virtuous without seeking to appear so. Whoever does not accept the free advice today will have to buy expensive regrets tomorrow. Man is a bird that flies in spite of its wings. Experience is our friend, which we get when we have lost so much. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to preserve their nature and education to the end. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you or help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. A house that has a library in it has a soul. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Character is simply habit, long continued. Death is not the worst that can happen to men. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Necessity is the mother of invention. The objective of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe that. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. Those who tell the stories rule society. There is truth in wine and children. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is, I know nothing. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Only the dead have seen the end of the war. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. Every heart sings a song incomplete until another heart whispers back. Those who wish to sing always find the song. At the touch of a lover, everyone becomes a poet. He whom love touches, not walk in darkness. True friendship can exist only between equals. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. Beauty of style and harmony and grace and good rhythm depend on simplicity. A life without investigation is not worth living. If it were necessary either to do wrong or to suffer it, I would choose to suffer rather than to do it. No matter how hard you fight the darkness, every light casts a shadow, and the closer you get to light, the darker that shadow becomes. A sensible man will remember that the eyes may be confused in two ways, by a change from light to darkness or from darkness to light, and he will recognize that the same thing happens to the soul. Pleasure is the bait of sin. Virtue does not spring from riches, but riches and all other human blessings, both private and public, from virtue. The wise man will want to be with him who is better than him. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depend upon himself and not upon other men has adopted the very best plan for living happily. This is the man of moderation, the man of manly character and wisdom. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gains. A hero is born among 100, a wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. Nothing is beautiful without a struggle. Poets utter great and wise things which they do not themselves understand. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. All is flux. Nothing stays still. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. Of all the animals, the boy is the most unmanageable. Knowledge is the food of the soul. Excessive liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excessive slavery. Time is a moving image of eternity. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. In order for man to succeed in life, God provided him with two means: education and physical activity. Not separately, one for the soul and the other for the body, but for the two together. With these means, man can attain perfection. The soul of man is immortal and imperishable. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. Attention to health is life's greatest hindrance. Physical excellence does not itself produce a good mind and character. On the other hand, excellence of mind and character will make the best of the physique it's given. We should not honor man more than truth. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Books are immortal sons defying their sires. The difficulty is not in avoiding death, but in avoiding unrighteousness, for that runs faster than death. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Honesty is, for the most part, less profitable than dishonesty. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim is not virtuous. Books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. It's better, in fact, to be guilty of manslaughter than of fraud about what is fair and just. He who wishes to serve his country must not only have the power to think, but the will to act. Appearance tyrannizes over truth. Love is the joy of good, the wonder of the wise, and the amazement of the gods. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be the most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawlessness. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. Which of these quotes are your favorite? Tell us about your thoughts in the comment section below. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to see more interesting quotes.